Hi guys, I'm back and I know it's been a while, but here I am and I know you're glad to see me. On this video, what we're going to be covering is the FIFINE Wireless Lavalier Microphone, and we're going to answer the most important question of all time: does it vlog? Hey guys, if you're returning to my channel, I just want to say thank you for watching my videos. If you're new to my channel, my name is David, and this channel is all about traveling California, photography, my experiences with photography, but these episodes are specifically called Does It Vlog? And the reason why they're called Does It Vlog is what I do is I try to find inexpensive and budget equipment that I can actually share with my viewers and answer the question, does it vlog? Is it something that's actually worth the money that you spend on it? As new YouTubers and new creators, we're always looking for the best value, best bang for our buck. We want to make sure that it's worth it. So in this episode, what we're going to be covering is the FIFINE Wireless Lavalier Microphone. I was really excited that they reached out to me and wanted to let me try this product because I have had sound issues before. As you know, a lot of times when I'm traveling, I'm recording off of my GoPro, and sometimes in windy condition I've had issues, so I've been looking for a good answer for that. So what FIFINE sent me is wireless lavalier microphone. You can see the box. It's a really nice box, and let me show you what's inside. Alright, FIFINE Wireless Lavalier Microphone. Let's open it up. See what's in the box. See, open it there. A little cut here. All right. Turn it over. Nice looking box. Put the lid over here. See what's in here. Company website. Little thank you card. I don't know if you guys can see that. Nice little thank you card from FIFINE. Put that over there. Instruction manual. Should be pretty simple, I would think. Ooh. Under the foam, we then have the product. So I would imagine this is the receiver, I would imagine. But you know, I could be wrong. What else? The actual lavalier microphone. Oh, cool, it comes with a windsock. That is nice. Now I don't have to buy one. Let's see what else comes in here. Yeah, it looks like the headset, in case you want to wear it around your head. And I would imagine this is going to be if you're doing some kind of presentation. It also has a windsock on it as well. Nice little headset. Probably won't be using the headset, but we'll give it a try one way or the other. Another piece of foam to protect. And I would imagine that this is going to be the transmitter. and assorted more cables that I'll have to read the directions for. And I guess that's it. All right, let's set this box aside. Let you guys have a look. Transmitter, receiver, headset, microphone, and additional cables with an instruction book. Not too bad. Let's give this a try. Of course, we're gonna wanna do it outside, not inside. So, first impressions right off the bat. The first thing I noticed is the transmitter and the receiver both seem very lightweight. Of course, you do have to put batteries in them. I'm assuming AA batteries, but you do have to put batteries in them. But they're very plasticky, not very heavy duty. I wouldn't recommend these on anything very, very heavy duty if you're gonna be running around too much or in inclement weather where they might get wet or rained on. I wouldn't suggest these just right off the bat. But let's put batteries in them, see how they perform. Okay, so update. As I was going to put the batteries in, the receiver, I'll bring it in closer for you. The receiver itself actually has a little door in the front, and that's where you put the batteries in. Let's see if I can get the batteries in focus. I don't know if I can or not. But anyway, the batteries go in here, and they are AA batteries. The receiver, on the other hand, has a small door here, and you simply flip it open, and the batteries go in there. And unfortunately, what happens is those batteries are actually AAA batteries. So AA batteries for the transmitter, AAA for the receiver. I guess my first critique would be, why on earth would you have two different battery sizes? Why wouldn't you just have one? That way I can buy one pack of batteries, take it with me, and be a happy camper. I already have to bring batteries for my Canon, batteries for my GoPro, chargers for my phones. You know, just one battery size would have been great. So that would be my first critique, just getting it out of the box. I would like to see one standard size of batteries to be used on both devices, not two different kinds of batteries. That kind of bugs me. But let me go see if I can dig up some AAA batteries. I know I have AA, but let me see if I can dig up some AAAs. Okay, I'm back. I was able to find some AAA batteries that were rechargeable batteries. I charged them up and put them in the receiver. I did go and get the cable for the camera because there is a difference between the cable for the camera and for the phone. I'm not going to go into detail today, but just so you know, there is a difference. It was really cool because of the fact that they are labeled. It was easy to figure out which is which. So what you do is you take the receiver and the cable and you plug it in. The reason why it has that big, I'll show you one more time, that big piece here is because it can actually be plugged into a PA system or a speaker, and then you would just use the wireless mic that way, speaking right into it. But since we're using camera or phone, we're going to add the cable, and now this thing goes into the camera. This is the receiver part, and I just need to turn them on. I turned them on before I came out here, and they pair up immediately. You can change the frequency if you want. I didn't have to. I'm only using one. I know they recommend if you use two to set the frequencies different. I didn't have to. I'm only using one. Now, right now, I'm using the shotgun mic that came with the Canon video kit, and that is a Rode Video Mic Go, and it's sitting on top of my camera right now. So here's the test with that sound, and what I'm going to do is I'll break in the video, I'll go ahead and plug the lavalier mic in, and I'll have you listen to that as well. And then the third mic I'll use is the Boya lavalier mic that I normally use for all of my recording in studio or somewhere where I'm close to the camera, and that way you can get a third microphone with an idea of what it sounds like. Now, the downside to using a shotgun microphone, of course, is if you're behind the camera. Thanks for that, appreciate it. If you're behind the camera, it doesn't capture your voice very well. Usually if you're in front of the camera is really where you want to be with a shotgun microphone. Yeah, I don't know who that was, but It was nicer than the honk. Oh, they honked because there's the sign that says honk. Okay, let me take a break. I'm going to hook up the FIFINE first. We'll do a little microphone test with that. I'm also going to do, since I'm going to be doing a microphone test with that, I'll plug in the lavalier, and then we'll do a distance test with this wireless mic to see how far I can get. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Okay, so what I've done is I've switched it out. Hang on, I'm gonna step in a little bit. I've switched it out, so now I have the lav mic, which is right here, running to the pack, which is on my back pocket. Now there is that antenna that sticks up, so you'd wanna be very mindful of that. You'd hate to bend or break that antenna. It's a very fine antenna. But I'm using the lavalier mic hooked into the transmitter. Again, no problem syncing up. Turned them both on, and it was fine. There's actually a small antenna that you can pull out from the receiver. Hang on, I'm gonna get my GoPro and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hang on. Oh, let me show you what I'm talking about as far as the antenna on the side of the receiver. So if you look down, you can see the antenna sticking out on the side of the receiver. You would want to pull that out so you can get more distance off the receiver. And then the little red light here, when it's green, it's not connected. When it's red, it's connected. That's kind of backwards. I would think green would mean go and red would mean stop, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. It's not a big deal if it's red instead of green. The one drawback is that the receiver has no way to mount to the camera, so it just kind of dangles off the side of the camera connected here at the port. I wish it had some type of 3/4 screw so I could mount it to the hot shoe at the top of the camera, which I can't do. So that's just so you can get a look at what that looks like mounted to the camera. And of course you'll have to tell me what you think of the sound. So now let's switch to the Boya mic and see what you think about that. Okay, this is actually take two. I set up the Boya mic but forgot to switch it over to camera instead of smartphone. So there is that drawback there. On this one you would just simply replace, on the FIFINE you'd simply replace the cable. So I did turn it on, and now you should be able to hear me, whereas I doubt that you could before. So let me cover again. The Boya is actually a cabled lavalier mic. I've used it in studio and in location shots multiple times. At 20 bucks, it's a really, really good value and very durable. It does take some batteries in it, but I have yet to have to replace them. So they do last a long time. The other benefit is the cable that's on it is actually about 20 feet long. I think it's about 20 feet long, which is plenty of cable. You don't have to buy an extension. If you're getting away from your camera more than 20 feet, then you're definitely going to want a wireless solution, which would take us back to the FIFINE. So just so wanted you to hear the difference. So we've covered the Rode Video Go mic that came with the kit. We've covered the FIFINE wireless lavalier mic, and now the sound quality from the Boya lavalier mic. And now what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll take the FIFINE and we'll do a distance test on it to see how far away from the camera I can actually walk, and you can still stay connected and hear my voice. Okay, so now I have the FIFINE connected, the wireless lavalier microphone connected to the phone, and I'm going to try a distance test. So I'll be giving you a couple different shots from the camera and from my GoPro back to the camera, and I'm going to walk away and see how far I can get and still see that red light showing that I'm connected. So here I go, backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up, and yep, I'm still over here. Still connected. Can you still hear me? I believe you can. Up, I just got the first blink on the camera as far as disconnecting, and I'm still backing up down the street, hopefully not getting run over by a vehicle. I've done that before and I don't want to do it again. So you can see how far away from my camera I am. You probably can't barely see me on the camera. I'm so far away. Of course, the harsh shadows don't help as well. So I still see a red light. Hopefully you guys can hear me. If you can't, well, then we know that it didn't work and approximately where it stopped. Okay, at this point I can barely even see if the red light is on, but I'm pretty far away. I would say a good 100 feet from the camera. Okay, so that was actually pretty far. I was pretty far way out in the middle of the street. Kind of gives you an idea how far away you can go. I would say easily 80 feet away from the camera when you're recording, and that's actually pretty good. So what we'll do is we'll check the sound quality as I'm mixing the video. I'll give you my final words when I'm done as far as what I thought of it, but as far as I can tell right now, man, for the price, right around $50, I think it is a tremendous bang for your buck, and something that I can recommend. All we need now is the sound quality compared to the other microphones, and then we'll finish up this video and decide how many cases it deserves. And answer the most important question, does it vlog? Alright guys, I reviewed the footage, I listened to the sound quality, and here's how I feel about it. The Rode VideoMic Go that came with my camera and the video creator kit, I think has a more all-around sound quality, not a lot of hiss or background noise, nice reproduction of what my voice sounds like, and I really don't have to tweak it a lot. When it comes to the Boya lavalier microphone, I notice it does peak quite often, which means it's way too loud. And I'm just using the standard processors within the camera. And you really have to be careful on placement. In this test, it's a little bit too high, really peaky, so I'll have to bring that down. But what happens is when it peaks is that you get a lot of distortion, and distortion is never good. So that's not a good thing, but I mean, it's not, I didn't expect anything more from a $20 microphone. It does well in a studio environment where things are controlled and you don't get a lot of background noise. But out in the field, it's kind of hard to make sure that you get the placement correctly without getting the high peaking. Finally, let's talk about the FIFINE Wireless Lavalier microphones. You know, the build quality is pretty decent. They do have some heft on them once you put the batteries in. Like I said, AA, AAA. To me, that's kind of irritating that you have two different battery sizes. And FIFINE, if you're watching this, yeah, if it could just be one size, that would be great. But maybe it's just me. Connectivity was fantastic. But let's talk about the sound. Listening to the footage, I do hear some hiss in the background, and it's definitely coming from the microphone. It's not coming from the camera because I don't hear it when I'm using the Rode VideoMic Go. But that's something that I could fix in post by changing the equalizer in DaVinci Resolve. So I can adjust that sound and make it sound a little bit better, but the convenience of having a wireless microphone that I can attach to my camera and not have to worry about cables, not have to worry about being right in front of the camera, and getting some distance away is fantastic, I must say. Keep in mind, battery life is going to be dependent on the batteries that you put in it. I would definitely bring spare batteries with you, and that throws me back to the two sides of the battery issue. But I would say the biggest thing, if I owned FIFINE and I was looking to change something or looking to improve my product in an inexpensive manner, on this receiver, I would put a 3/4 screw mount on the back, so that it would sit directly on top of the camera, and instead of dangling off the side of the camera. That's actually a pretty inexpensive fix, and yes, I could Velcro it or drill it, but I don't want to. I would think that it would just come with it, just so that it sat right on top of the camera or on top of another cold shoe mount that's mounted on top of the camera, basically keeping it mounted to the camera rather than having it dangle off the side of the camera. To me, that's my biggest complaint. The biggest winner chicken dinner is how easily it worked. I mean, it paired right up. I strapped it on and I used it and was able to record video or audio right into my video with no problem. The benefit of having two different cables, one that connects to the phone as well as one that connects to the camera, makes it pretty simple, especially because they come pre-labeled from FIFINE. And then don't forget, it does come with the wind muff right on the lavalier mic as well. So let's answer the question that everybody's been waiting for. Does it vlog? based off of everything that I said, based off of the pros and the cons of the device itself, on a scale from 1 to 5 Casey's, again, that's how we rate it based off of Casey Neistat, the legend himself of vlogging universally, well, at least on this planet. 1 to 5 Casey's, I would rate this lavalier wireless microphone 5 Casey's, but I would take away 1 Casey based on the fact that you do have to use 2 different sizes of batteries, and it does dangle off the side of the camera. So 5 Casey's for sound quality and ease of use and everything that a budget videographer would want, minus 1 Casey for those little downsides. So a total of 4 Casey's. I would recommend it. I say go out, buy one, have fun, use it with your phone, use it with your GoPro, use it with your camera. I think that this is a great value at just $50. I highly recommend it. I think it's worth the money. Well, that's it for this Does It Vlog episode. I was glad to be back. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. Tell me what you think. Have you had an experience with a wireless lavalier mic or any mic that you think that is a budget mic that I should check out and that you would like to see reviewed on this channel? Until next time, I'll see you later. I'm assuming I'm in focus. Am I in focus? Am I in focus? I know I am now. I don't know if I am now. I can't tell.